Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. I am the Maize Madman. Before we get started, make sure you hit the like and subscribe button and the notification bell so you're aware every time I upload a video. Today we are talking Michigan's other cornerback position, that is on the other side of five-star All-American Will Johnson. Plus we'll get into a little bit of Bennett Warren and who Michigan is in a recruiting battle with for Warren services, and whether or not a third straight loss to the Wolverines will put Ryan Day on the hot seat. All that, and of course, I'm upset. No disrespect, respectfully, but disrespectfully, it's disrespect. Don't be disrespectful. Those vile, disgusting Spartans, poor little bro them. And I'm gonna tell him why I'm mad. That vile, disgusting cesspool in Columbus, the other state, and of course, as always, I'm upset. And I'm gonna tell him why I'm mad. I'm mad because 24/7 Sports recently released their top 10 best football helmets in college football. And the Wolverines helmet was ranked number 6. It's disrespectful. Let me run down the top 5. First of all, the Michigan helmet being outside the top 5 is absurd. It's definitely a top 5 helmet in college football, but that's neither here nor there. Let's run down their top 5. At number 1, 24/7 Sports says the other state's helmet is the best helmet in college football. It's just a gray helmet that they put stickers on. So you like the stickers? The stickers make it the best. Anyway, it's a stupid helmet, and it wouldn't be in my top 10. But moving right along. Number 2, Penn State's helmet. Penn State, just a white helmet. It's just white. But I digress. I mean, it's simple enough. It looks clean. I'll give it that. Would it be in my top 5 helmets? Probably not. Maybe 6, 7. But anyway, let's move on. Number 3, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish gold helmet. I get it. It's iconic. I'm going to give you that. It'll probably be top 5 for me. I'll give it top 5. I'm okay with that one. Number 4, Miami Hurricanes. No, the answer is just no. I'm not even going to spend too much time on it. Number 5, Alabama. Another very plain helmet that shouldn't be ahead of Michigan. And then number 6 is Michigan. Rounding out the top 10 is Texas, LSU, Florida State, and USC. Basically, this list is disrespectful. That is all that needs to be said. Let me know in the comment section. 1 through 10. Give me your top 10 best football helmets in college football in the comment section. We're going to do that this week. For me, I'm going to go number 1, Michigan. I mean, it's ridiculously iconic. It's probably the most recognizable. If it's not the most recognizable, definitely second. Although I don't know how you wouldn't be able to recognize that winged helmet, but I digress. Number 2, I'll go ahead and give number 2 to, begrudgingly, I'm going to give it to Notre Dame. Notre Dame's helmet is just an iconic helmet. It is another simple one. It's just a gold helmet at the end of the day, but it's obviously iconic. Number 3 for me, and this is just my personal opinion, I'm going to go with Oregon. The fact that Oregon didn't crack the top 10 is absurd, and it gives away the age of these people who came up with this list here, because Oregon has umpteen options to go to. They definitely are a top 3 helmet, in my humble opinion. Number 4, I'll go ahead and I like Florida State's helmet, number 4. Florida State at number 4. Number 5, I'll take Texas. I just think that Auburn kind of Longhorn on the white helmet, it's pretty clean. Give me Texas. LSU at number 6 for me. Penn State number 7. I like Colorado's helmet. I know this is going to draw some it's probably controversial, but the Colorado helmet at Number 8 for me, that black with the gold buffalo. I think it's a cool helmet. Give me that one. Number 9. I'm down to number 9. Let's see. I mean, these last two really don't matter, but go ahead. We'll give it to USC at number 9. And then finally, the 10th best helmet for me, I'm going to go with, it's a helmet I like. Did I already say LSU? LSU. Number 10, LSU. There we go. 1 through 10 for me. Let me know your top 10. Moving on. We spent too much time on this helmet thing. Moving on. Ryan Day, the coach that was born on third base and thought he hit a triple, could be under some serious fire if he loses the game this November. That fan base is irrational, number one. They're in my comment section on a regular basis saying irrational, delusional things. But shout out to you guys. I appreciate your patronage of the channel. Let's start there. Number 2, the people in Ohio don't like losing to Michigan. I'll say that. And vice versa, by the way. But I feel like it's even a bigger deal for them. And losing to the Wolverines is a no-no in Columbus. So losing 3 straight would be, they're probably, the suicide rate would be up 400%, I'm sure, in the state of Ohio. There would be people naked in the streets, pulling their hair out because they just don't know how to react to Michigan success. And that couldn't be more clear than after the game in Columbus. A young man did a TikTok where he was in his Michigan garb walking down the street of Columbus, just telling everybody, hey, good game. And their reaction to that is classic. So shout out to that guy and, boo to those Buckeye fans. That being said, he's also one of the highest paid guys. He makes a lot of money to keep losing to your arch rival. You can't do that. And he hasn't won the big one, right? The big one being the national championship. You can't win the national championship. You just got beat in the first round again. Now, granted, he has made a national championship, so I think that gives him some grace, but it's running out. And if you lose to Jim Harbaugh again in the big house this year, your time might be up, or that seat is definitely being doused with gasoline, and there's a person 5 feet away with the match. This is all proverbial, by the way. I don't want anybody to take this serious or literal. I know I have to say, the fact that I have to say that is ridiculous, but, some people and their feelings, mostly Ohio State fans. But that being said, Ryan Day could be on his way out the door in Columbus, especially if they lose that game on November 25th. Let me know in the comment section what you think. Let me know in the comment section what you think of these Buckeyes low-key taking over the comment section. We need to reclaim the comment section on the Maize Madman channel. Bottom line. Before I move on, actually, Michigan has a couple drills. Obviously, the Beat Ohio State drill, which has worked gloriously for Michigan over the last couple of seasons, and now the Beat Georgia drill, which may be another shot at the other state, or it could just be a nod, a tip of the hat to Georgia, but also trying to improve your team to be able to combat what Georgia presents. And Georgia is a big challenge. They have a soft schedule this year, so I expect to see them again in the playoff. So if Michigan wants to reach its ultimate goal, and that's winning the national championship, I'm sure at some point they will have to see the Bulldogs. And this is great news coming out of Ann Arbor, the fact that they're taking it serious. So at least that's what I take from it. Moving right along, though, Michigan has an open spot, if you will, at the corner opposite of Will Johnson, and there are several takers, guys ready to claim that spot, including and not limited to, by the way, Amorian Walker, the 4-star athlete he was recruited as, played some wide receiver for the Wolverines. He is a physical specimen, 6'3", ran that 3-cone drill in absurd time. We all know that. He is spectacular. But there's also incumbent and junior cornerback Jaden McBurrows, and Michigan in the offseason brought in a cornerback out of UMass, right? So we'll see how it all plays out. But Jim Harbaugh has spoken very highly of Amorian Walker and what he has been able to do in spring training. Obviously, that battle will play out this summer before the first game. We'll see how it goes. Jesse Minter also speaks very highly of Amorian Walker. So it'll be interesting to see how that one plays out. Jaden McBurrows was a guy who was challenging for a starting position last season before an injury kind of cut that short. So he is someone also to take serious. That being said, I think the favorite to get that position may be, in fact, the transfer Josh Wallace, who Michigan picked up in the transfer portal out of UMass. We'll see. Again, like I said, we'll see how it all plays out. It's really a 3-horse race, I guess. Amorian Walker, Josh Wallace, and Jaden McBurrows. Let me know in the comment section who you think wins cornerback number 2 and why. But moving on. Before we get into our final segment, make sure you hit the like and subscribe button and the notification bell so you're aware every time I upload a video. Follow me everywhere at Maize Madman, Twitter, Twitch, Threads, TikTok, all the T's. Maize Madman, of course, YouTube, you're here. There's that. Moving on. So the word on the curb is Bennett Warren has a top 3 basically of Michigan, Texas A&M, Tennessee. That's Michigan and 2 SEC schools, Texas A&M and Tennessee. That being said, after his visit to Tennessee, which came after his visit to Texas A&M and Michigan, it seems as if they have taken the lead, which again would suck for Michigan, who's already lost Boo Carter to Tennessee. Losing Bennett Warren would be a super, super L for us as well. One that we shouldn't take because Michigan clearly does better in developing offensive linemen and developing an offensive line group, as is evidenced by the back-to-back Joe Moore awards that Michigan's offensive line has won, anchored by 2 different groups really in that time. So Bennett Warren would be doing himself a disservice, in my opinion, if he chose any of those 2 schools over the Wolverines. I understand that Michigan does have sort of a log jam in the 2024 class of offensive linemen, but the cream rises to the top, and if Bennett Warren is a competitor and if Bennett Warren believes in himself, then why wouldn't he commit to the Wolverines? Let's talk about it in the comment section. Leave it down below. What do you think? Does Michigan win the Bennett Warren sweepstakes, or does he go to one of those SEC schools that I just named? That being said, I'm bringing back the Maize Madman or the Triple M shout outs. So here we go. Shout out number 1 is going to go to Floyd David, 6956. Shout out to you, Floyd. You are officially a madman. Shout out number 2 goes to Rizzy Main. Shout out to Rizzy, who encouraged me to bring back the Triple M shout outs. You are officially a madman. And finally, last but not least, Chills 3513. You are officially a madman. Be sure to follow me everywhere, as I've explained already. Maize Madman, and stay angry, my friends. I'm upset.
Ladies and gentlemen, this might be our best season ever. My ratings, they're about to go through the roof.
All right, now I'ma calm down. Son. I just don't get that all that Mace and that lock and all that. I just don't get it, son,
Okay,
for real.
just calm
And how the